Hello Simplifiers, Diana with Diana Simplifies here. Got my trusty little dust mop thing. I just use this on the walls. I've got some cobwebs in the corners. I'm sure it's way up there. I don't know if I can, these are 12-foot ceilings. I'm not sure I can reach that far, but anyway, I'll get as far up as I can with this. This is Libman, but I don't necessarily recommend it unless they've changed this design because it comes apart right here. So you can get this off and wash it, but it also comes apart when I'm using it. So I don't necessarily recommend this one, but this is the one that I have and I haven't gotten a different one. So anyway, just throwing that out there. If you see it falling, coming apart, that's what it's doing. It's coming apart. So it's not always the most stable thing ever. So anyway, I'm just gonna go around the room. The other thing I have is my dust cloth. So after I knock, I'm just gonna do a little bit at a time and then move the camera. So after I knock the cobwebs down from there, I'm gonna go ahead and dust right here. So if that makes sense. So these are my no lint cloths. So it's lint-free cloths. This is what I dust with. I don't use anything on there. It's really not good for your furniture to use, quote, furniture polish. It's not good for your furniture. So I don't use that. This isn't real wood anyway, but I don't use it on my real wood for sure. All right, so let's get into it. Let's see if it's gonna work today. I don't know. Okay, I can pretty much get all the way. Oh gosh. Yeah, okay. I see something a little higher up that I can't quite grab. But there's one way. Well, I'm gonna have to get Spencer in here, get that down. Anyway. The main thing I'm seeing is in the corners, but I just want to go ahead and write this down so I haven't wiped this down in a while. You can also run this down along your baseboards too. I don't think the baseboards are in the frame, unfortunately, but you get the general idea. What I don't want to do is break the lamp. I can almost get that. I just need like one more inch. Okay, anyway. Oh, it started coming apart just then, but I got it back together. Still on camera. Okay. Whoops. Turn the light off. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see here. Put this down for a second. Now I'm just gonna dust over here. Okay. Now, I have not been in a cleaning mood in a long time, but I do think I dusted this somewhat recently, so it isn't terrible, and this room doesn't get real dusty anyway, so that's good news. The main thing I was seeing was the cobwebs, and they were beginning to annoy me because it's not that hard to get them down. Now, usually when I come in here, I clean the windows, but I didn't want this video to go on forever, so cleaning the windows is also a good thing to do this time of year. Maybe if I think of it, I'll do it in the next video. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna go around this upper edge. Good morning, Mila. Are you exhausted? Are we exhausting you? Let's see. If we do it there, we can get a lot done. Okay. Whoa, there it went. Fell apart on me just like that. Now I gotta get this back in here. It's annoying when it does this. It snaps, but for some reason it doesn't say stay snapped. I'm not really sure why it doesn't say stay snapped. I don't know what I'm doing wrong or what the key is, but I don't want to knock anything over here. You know, it's funny, I've kept some decor items that I could change out, and then I realized, do it again. I realized I'm not really changing my decor out, so I'm not even, the whole thing fell off. Now I'm just getting irritated. I'm not really changing my decor out, so I feel like I could get rid of more. I feel like I could actually get rid of more decor stuff than I have. Okay. Irritating. Okay, so anyway, it's like it hasn't fallen apart any, and now it's fallen apart twice in 3 minutes, so I don't know if we're doomed for the rest of the day or what, but for the rest of the video. sitting out because I like this room to be really simple. This is probably the most simple room I have. My den has gotten junked up with stuff. I've really got to get that straightened out, but my little people are not standing up properly. Okay. All right, let's try this again. Listen, try to stay together, okay? Just try to stay together just for a few more minutes. Well, Mila left, which is probably good because I was going to vacuum this room too. Okay, can you see over here? No? Okay, I'm afraid to stop doing this because I think it'll come apart. It will have a come apart if I let go of it, I think. So let's just continue on. Ah! The lamp is in the way. Okay. Don't fall apart. Don't fall apart. All right. Let's see if this is anything that we need or if it's just sitting here. Okay, I have a feeling it's nothing we need, but I can't tell by looking at it, so we'll just leave it there. I do not know. This is all Spencer stuff and it's very dusty and I just dust it and move on. He's not a real messy person, but this right here, I could do with less right here. But again, not gonna worry about it. What does this say? Hmm. Okay. All right. I don't think I dusted this, but I'm not sure I can reach it. Let's see here. Well, that's about as good as I can do. Let's see. All right, so here's his lamp. almost finished. We've almost done the whole room, except for the, oops, oopsie. Let's see. Oh yeah, I did that already, okay. Except for the dusting, except for the, let's see here. Did I do this right here? No, I did it. Anyway, except for the mopping, not the dusting. I don't even know what I'm saying. The vacuuming, I'm not mopping today. There are a couple of stains. I think I'm just gonna get something to wipe them up. I don't know if Mila has a propensity to throw up. I don't know if she threw up in here or what, but I'm not seeing a lot of anything, but I'm seeing a little bit of something. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but I do need to get it off this floor, I'm sure. This is our newest floor. We don't want it to be yucky. It's kind of funny. I haven't seen a lot of cobwebs except for that one corner. Now have I told y'all the story about us being in the tornado shelter? We have a tornado shelter at our house, and there was a huge wolf spider in there with us, and so it was on the wall. It wasn't that close to us, so we just left it alone. We're not that scared of bugs and stuff. They don't really bother us. So, since it's not poisonous, we didn't really care. So, anyway, we get down there, and Spencer turns the little lantern thing on that he had. I think he had like the one from Dollar Tree, and this spider's like this big on the wall behind him, and I go, huh, I think that's a wolf spider. And so the next time, we had to go down there more than once because I think we went down there, was it 3 times? 2 or 3 times. The second time, I'll turn that light off again. The second time we went down there, the wolf spider had moved. Yeah, I think we did go down there 3 times because the third time I didn't see the spider. Whoops, oh goodness, scratch my antique chair up. So the second time I had moved, it was on the ceiling. So I said, you know what, I think I'm gonna stand over here. It's like a very small square space. It might be rectangular, but it's very small. So I said, I think I'm gonna stand over here because that spider's right over your head. And he goes, that's okay, I have a hat on. If it falls, it'll just fall in my hat. Okay, I don't mind the spider, but I don't want it on my head. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it crawling on me. I don't want it on my head. Anyway, it's just kind of humorous because other people are so freaked out by spiders, and there's really nothing that freaks me out, probably more than a roach. I do not like roaches, especially not inside my house. One year we had a roach problem, and I don't know, it went on for a long time, and finally we figured out if you put pellets on the out, because I don't like my house to be sprayed, so we had somebody come spray, but it didn't work. We paid someone to spray. We didn't do it, we paid someone. And it didn't work. It's like, really? We paid you how much? And we ended up with more roaches than we had to begin with. So I was like, no. Spencer said, it's time for them to come again. I said, no, it isn't. It is not time for them to come again. They're not coming again because I'm not paying them again. Because I said, we have more roaches and different roaches. We had an extra type of roach. I was like, no. Now we have more roaches. They're not coming again. So we figured out if you if you put these pellets down on the outside of the perimeter of the house, that cured our problem. In fact, I need to tell them to do that because it's been raining a lot. Usually what happens is this time of the year when it's raining a lot, this is when they show up. So I probably need to tell Spencer to do those pellets again around the perimeter. So as the monsoon rains have ceased finally. Let's see, I don't think you can see my table. Yeah, I'm trying to keep a lot on my table. I have this light in case, because sometimes the electricity goes out in the night, so this, it has 2 different brightnesses, so I keep that here. And then if the electricity goes out, I probably need to charge this, but this is, yeah, this is a little fan and, whoops. No, what is it doing? Here it is. I pushed a button by accident. But it only goes for an hour. See, it's flashing 1 hour. But this is good, so if the electricity goes out, so I can have a fan going, because I'm used to sleeping next to a fan. But I'm surprised it doesn't need to be charged, and I bet it does need to be charged. So sometimes our electric company decides to turn the power off in the middle of the night in the summertime when it's boiling hot, and they do like a on purpose. They turn everything off, and it's like, if y'all are planning something, could you just plan it for spring, like right now? Like, do it right now. We don't need the heat right now. We don't need the air right now. We'll live either way, but you know, we can always put an extra blanket on. But I mean, when they do it in the summer, it's like, why? Why would you do it in the summer? Well, we're gonna just shut the power off overnight for a few hours. Yes, and we're burning up and we can't sleep. And there's no fan. So I understand their thought behind it, but it's like, let's do these, you know, these things where we're gonna power off and we know we're gonna do this. Let's do it in the spring. Because right now would be a perfect time if we're gonna turn the power off. Because it's not that cold and it's not that hot yet. Okay, so anyway, that's why I have two things sitting here. These are two things that I have sitting there on purpose. And then I need to get a new bottle of lotion. This one's almost empty, but I like this Lubriderm Advanced. I like to use that at night. But it's almost empty. I just need to get a bigger, like a refill or something. All right, so let's see. Now there's my rocking chair. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum. We went for 23 minutes, so it took me that long to do all these walls and talk. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll just leave that sitting there. Oh, no. All right, let's see. Turn you back around this way. So you can see, yeah, you can see all that part. That's good. She threw up over here somewhere, so I need to, maybe while I'm vacuuming or whatever happened, I think she just kind of had a little spit up or something. So I'll look for it while I'm vacuuming. Oh yeah, I see it right now. It's right there. So if you're wondering, these are hardwood floors, and this does have felt on the bottom, so we will not scratch. All the furniture has felt on it. Well, except for those little things over there. also got felt. Now the robot goes into the bed really well, so it doesn't look like it's that dirty right here. Chair is not heavy, but it's awkward. Alright, good. I hear Spencer mowing. He told me I could not wash my car, or, you know, suggested I didn't wash my car till he mowed, and I was like, okay, let's get started then, because I don't want to be, I told him last night, I was like, or this morning, I was like, I don't want to be washing the car at 6 p.m. I want to be, like, done. So, anyway. Men. Okay, you ladies know what I mean, don't you? All right, can't see the floor. Well, the bed's in the way. What can I say? I don't want to move you too far. I'm afraid I'll drop off the thing. All right. 30 minutes. It's not bad. Not bad for a cleaning video. Look, I have like a halo behind me from this light coming in. Ooh. Anyway, that's it for me. I am going to get a mop and get up a few, because I saw several spots. So I'm probably just going to mop this quarter over here, about a quarter of the room. But it's not going to take me but a minute. But thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I haven't been cleaning on videos much lately, so I'm trying to get motivated to get back into it, but I have not felt the cleaning motivation from within myself for whatever reason. So maybe if I start doing room by room, maybe I'll feel better about it and get going with it. But anyway, thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Love you.